Smicha begins with the words, Vayidaber Hashem el Moshe lemar, Daber el Aaron v'yamarta elov, Behaloscha es haneros, el mul pnei ha-menorah yeiru shivas haneros. Hashem tells Moshe to tell Aaron, when you raise up the candles opposite the menorah, the 7 candles shall shine. The 7 candles shall illuminate. Now the Shalah, the Shnei Luchos HaBris, tells us that the word Torah means Horah. The word Torah means teaching, meaning to say that everything in the Torah is not just a narrative, which we learn about something that happened many years ago, nor is it a study of mere technicalities and mere technical details, but there is some actionable, practical lesson that we're meant to learn from the Torah's teaching. So with that in mind, what's the meaning, what's the lesson we can learn from these psukim? What can we learn from the menorah, from Aaron lighting the menorah, and from these 7 candles? So the second Rebbe of Chabad, of Dov Ber Schneerson, in a sefer called Sha'arei Ora, tells us that the 7 candles of the menorah represent 7 different types of Jews. There's 7 spheros, which we recently mentioned in many nuschos in Spheros Omer: Chesed, Gvura, Teferes, Netzach, Hod, and Yesod. For many who say the Hiratzon, they'll remember those spheros from the Hiratzon. But also these words, or these spheros, these attributes, come up in many different contexts. In davening every day, we say, L'cho Hashem hagdul v'hagvura v'teferes v'netzach v'hod. So we mention those spheros, we mention those different attributes, attributing them to Hashem. As well, we have the idea of the 7 Canaanite nations, the 7 nations that we mention during davening every day in Sukkot Zimra. And as well, we see these midos, we see these 7 midos discussed among the things which Hashem used to create the world, discussed in Meseches Chagiga, in the Perek Ein Darshan. So we have this idea of 7 midos. We have an idea of 7 midos corresponding in some sense to menorah. But what does this mean for us? What does this mean actionably? So Rav Dov Ber Schneerson, the second Rebbe of Chabad, explains that these 7 candles represent 7 different types of Jews. The 7 different types of Jews are: one Jew focuses more on chesed. Their path in Avodas Hashem is kindness, is giving. Another Jew will focus on gvura, on intensity. Their Avodas Hashem is very intense, it's very strict, it's very strong, it's very powerful. It's not necessarily the case that they're going to be focused on giving to others, but they'll be focused on their Avodas Hashem, their limud HaTorah, their tefillah, in a very intensive way. Then you'll have somebody who is a neshama of Tiferes, and Tiferes focuses on integration, integrating chesed and gvura, a person who is more balanced, not tending towards either extreme. And another tchuna, another quality of Tiferes, is that it's somebody who exemplifies the attributes, or exemplifies what they do in a very beautiful way. So for example, it might mean somebody who exemplifies tzedakah, exemplifies a particular mitzvah, exemplifies limud HaTorah. But the point is that we have 7 different candles. So the first message we learn from these opening psukim is that there is not only one path in Avodas Hashem. Too often, people mistakenly think that there's only one way to serve Hashem. And if I don't live up to that particular mode, to that particular path, then there's something wrong with me. What we learn from here is that there are 7 unique and equally valid ways of serving Hashem. That's what we learn a little bit further in the psukim, V'zeh mas ha-menorah miksha. And Chazal tell us that miksha means that the menorah is one piece. It's miksha achas, it's one piece of gold. Meaning to say that although it branches into 7 different modes, 7 different types of Avodas Hashem, those different modes of Avodas Hashem are all valid and are all good. So the idea we need to learn from here is that A, we should try to identify what are my unique qualities, what is my unique path, and embrace that path instead of trying to embrace someone else's path. In fact, this is one of the major teachings of Rabbi Yehuda Amital. Rabbi Amital said, I don't want to create little Rabbi Amitals. I would like to create a space. I would like to create a space where Talmidim are able to actualize their unique path in Avodas Hashem. And that's one of the reasons why Yeshivat Haretzion has become an incubator of so many different types of Talmidim and so many different types of Mashpim to Klal Yisrael in so many different modes. It's a virtue of the fact that we're able to realize, we're able to embrace that there are multiple paths of Avodas Hashem, and all those are good paths as long as one is aligned with their particular path. Now, how do you get aligned with your particular path? For that, you need to find a Moshe or an Aaron, a Rebbe, a Mashpia, somebody who's able to guide you along your particular path. Furthermore, we learn that Aaron is lighting the candles. So of course, we want to try and generate our own inspiration, but nonetheless, it's also important to seek out people who will help us light our candle, who will help us illuminate our particular path in Avodas Hashem. And moreover, not only should we try and seek out those who will help us raise our candle, who will help us find our unique path in Avodas Hashem, we should also be mashpiyim, we should also be people who give, who pay it forward, who find others and help others raise up their candle, help others find their unique path and make it shine and make it illuminate.